All right, let's talk about the future of broadcast television, because right now it's going through its biggest change in decades. We're in the middle of a massive shift from the ATSC 1.0 standard we all know to the powerhouse that is next-gen TV, or ATSC 3.0. But this isn't just a simple upgrade, not at all. It's a complete reimagining of what over-the-air TV can even be. So let's dive in and really break down what this incredible leap is all about. Okay, so what we're doing here today is giving you a high-level roadmap. This is your guide to a really comprehensive 10-part tutorial that's been put together specifically for broadcast professionals. We're going to walk you through all the key parts so you'll know exactly what to expect from that deep dive. And just so you know, we're not just pulling this stuff out of thin air. This entire tutorial is built on a super detailed report from Virtualization Options LLC. These guys are a top-tier tech research and advisory firm. So you can be absolutely sure that the information we're working with is authoritative and laser-focused on the industry. We've broken our tour down into 4 main areas. First, we'll look at the broadcast evolution to set the stage. Then we're going to get nerdy with a technical deep dive. After that, we'll open up the business playbook. That's where the money is. And finally, we'll get into the real-world stuff, implementation and challenges. So let's kick things off with part 1, the broadcast evolution. This is really all about a huge shift in thinking. I mean, we're moving away from that old, rigid digital standard to a modern, super flexible platform that's built on the language of the internet. It's a game changer. The first 2 chapters of the tutorial really set the scene. They cover the foundation of ATSC 1.0, the standard that brought us high-definition TV. But you have to remember, it was designed for the world of the 1990s. We're talking fixed data streams and those massive antennas on the roof. It was totally revolutionary for its time, but it just wasn't built for the world we live in today. And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? ASDC 1.0 was built to do one thing really, really well. Beam a 19.39 megabit per second HD signal to a television that's sitting in one place. But ATSC 3.0, it's a completely different universe. It's designed for 4K video, for watching on your phone, for IP delivery, for personalized and interactive services. It's really the difference between a one-way street and a massive interactive superhighway. Okay, let's move on to our second section, the technical deep dive. This is where we pop the hood and really take a look at the engine that makes next-gen TV run. So, in the full tutorial, chapters 3 through 6 are where things get really juicy. You get the new IP architecture, a side-by-side spec comparison, and then, and this is fascinating, Chapter 5 covers digital rights management. That's totally new for broadcast and opens the door to things like premium content. Then Chapter 6 just blows the doors open with new services, like datacasting, beaming data to specific devices, and hyper-targeted advertising. Now, the secret sauce driving all this change is a technology called OFDM. It replaces the old 8VSB system from ATSC 1.0. So why does that matter to you? Well, because OFDM is incredibly tough and flexible. It's the magic that makes it possible to get a reliable signal on your phone while you're moving around, and it allows broadcasters to kind of slice and dice their data stream for all sorts of different services. It truly is the engine of next-gen TV. But look, amazing tech is one thing. The real question for any broadcaster, the one that really counts, is how do you actually turn all this cool new stuff into revenue? And that brings us perfectly to part 3, the business playbook. This is the section where we move away from the engineering diagrams and start looking at the balance sheets. It's focused squarely on how to make money from the future of television. The tutorial dedicates 2 whole chapters to this. Chapter 7 dives into brand new business models. I mean, think about premium, subscription-only channels, or even providing data delivery for things like automotive software updates, all using your broadcast signal. Then Chapter 8 gets super practical, outlining strategies for the actual transition, including the tricky part of broadcasting both signals at once to keep your current audience happy while you build a new one. Okay, we've arrived at our final section, implementation and challenges. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's all about taking that plan off the whiteboard and making it happen in the real world, while being honest about the hurdles you're going to face. The final 2 chapters of the tutorial tackle the toughest issues head-on. Chapter 9 is all about consumer equipment. Because let's face it, none of this works if people can't buy affordable TVs or receivers that can pick up the signal. And Chapter 10 zooms out to look at the entire ecosystem, talking about the need for everyone to work together. A shift this big requires all the players, from broadcasters to TV manufacturers, to be on the same page. Now, to make this all manageable, the report lays out a really clear 8-step rollout plan. It gives you a structured path to follow, starting with your business case and technical plan, moving through huge steps like regulatory approval and vendor selection, and going all the way to the service launch and, this is so important, ongoing optimization. It's a real roadmap to get you through a very complex process. And this quote from the report just sums up the central challenge perfectly. Every single station has to weigh the incredible long-term strategic upside of ATSC 3.0 against the very real, very near-term costs and headaches. It is a massive decision with huge consequences for the future of any broadcast operation. Which brings us to the final and most critical question of all. Is your station ready to make the leap? Answering that isn't simple. It takes a deep understanding of the technology, the business models, and the path to get there, which, of course, is exactly what the full 10-part tutorial is designed to give you.